Wine School 420. Thank you so much for joining me again. Doing some more Riesling because it was like 90 degrees today in LA. It's civilized feeling outside, but although I tend to do more red wine than anything, sometimes you really just want a refreshing white. This is called Von Winning. That's the name of the estate. $22 here in LA. Good deal. For those who don't know what estate wine is, basically it's this entity. In this case, I think it's these two main winemakers. They grow the grapes and make the wine on site. So and they do make some really high-end Rieslings and other wines in this place, but this is their sort of entry-level generic dry Riesling. So it's Trocken 2018 from the Pfalz. I'm probably saying that wrong. From the Pfalz. It's like kind of in the not too far north, not too far south in Germany, but right bumping up against the French border. Historically, it's been a sort of like, well, at least over the last generation or two, it's been sort of a lower quality, mass-produced, not as seriously taken zone as like what the Mosel or Nye would be. But they're doing more and more, and these guys are one of the best producers there, especially in the realm of biodynamic, natural, organic estate farms. So enough talking. God, this sure ain't one of them 60-second videos. Actually, the reason I picked out this bottle for today, this Von Winning Riesling, is because I was in the garden and picked a bunch of basil, specifically lemon basil. It was the basil flowered, so I was like, shit, I gotta pick all these flowers off or else, it's gonna get all woody. So I picked a bunch of basil and haven't decided what to do with it yet, but there's no better pairing for me, aromatically, whatever, than dry Riesling with basil. So let's see. Some dry Riesling can be really one-dimensional. And sometimes you get one that's super complex. Let's see what we got. Just from being in the vicinity of it, I'm getting a cool, like, deep vibe. I'm appreciating the slightly rubbery aroma. It's not always there in Riesling and Sauvignon Blanc, but when it is, as long as it's not overpowering, I find it kind of refreshing. So yeah, there's like a lot, rubber hose, rubber ball, like super bouncy ball. But yeah, fruit, like lemon heads, like lemon candy, rubber, a little smoke, a little flinty smokiness. Maybe orange zest, orange oil. And sure, I'll go there. I'll say there's a little basil, a little note of like sweet basil. And then this like mineral, calm, like a large freshwater lake. Minerally fresh, sort of almost green presence. So there's a lot going on, but at the same time, it might not stick around. Yeah, let's see. This mic picks up the swallowing so loudly. Sorry guys, it's weird. Great. It's weird. I'm trying to decide how to describe the finish. It's sort of neither here nor there. It's definitely a safe balance to it because there's fruitiness, there's acid. The acid is pretty low, actually, or maybe it's just thicker. Yeah, there's a little tension missing. With a dry Riesling, I don't know. I have really, I guess, high expectations for this kind of wine. It's leaning towards the fruity side of things, which is delicious for me, and definitely will hold up to food. But yeah, I guess I would want it to be a little bit more taut, crisp, energetic. It's feeling like a little bit like loose and flabby. Yeah, it's juicy. In this estate, they're also known for aging their wine in oak barrels, which is really rare for this style of Riesling. Most people have been doing it in neutral, steel vats. So that could be some of that influence of being able to access oxygen, and maybe a little bit of texture or aroma from oak. Because I guess this is almost like a Chardonnay lover's dry Riesling. And those words are going to turn most people off, but for someone like me, it's actually kind of intriguing. There's something to hold on to, and for that price point, for Germans really still, whatever. I don't know that many actual Germans, but for what I hear, the German market is still really wanting to drink Riesling with more residual sugar in it, off-dry Riesling. So this is sort of like a compromise. Technically, it's on the dry side of things, but there's some heft. That's good. It's got personality. Yeah, I guess a higher price point wine, or one that was, going for like a younger appeal, might want to be more brisk, more super zingy and clean and really mineral focused. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a meh, because it's delicious, and for the price point, love it. But I've had better wines from this producer. I've had dry Rieslings with these elements that seem to come together more. There's a little bit of like a metallic mid-palate thing. From the description of this, what food other than Thai food, it's too easy, would you be making with this? What would you have? Let me know. Thanks for watching.